People are always telling you, this is how you should raise your children, this is how you shouldn't raise your children. I don't want to know your theories. I want to see your children. Let me see your kids. But all these people, and the LGBT lobby is into this, the transgender lobby is into this, they're all telling us what we should teach our kids in schools and what we should do with our kids when they're born, in terms of their gender, and that they should give us a choice. Hold on a second. You guys all live a lifestyle. You chose not to have kids. Why are you getting involved with my kids? You chose to live a type of life. You're not involved with kids. So stay out of it. Leave me to raise my kids the way I want to raise them. You don't get involved in programming my kid. If I'm walking and I started preaching something to one of the neighbor's kids, that's going to be a fight in the neighborhood, right? So why is it that these absolute strangers could come from online or wherever they come from, all right, and try to get involved in the local libraries, in the elementary schools? What is your obsession with people's kids, right? You chose not to have kids, so stay out of it and get out of my business. My kids are my business, right? Let me teach them how I want to teach them. They say, oh, they're not given a chance to see the whole gamut of the whole world, okay? Tough luck. I don't want to give them a chance. Do we put anything in our mouth, right? Do I just go eat this leaf, eat a berry off a tree? Do I just put anything in our mouth, or do I filter what goes into my kid's mouth? You can kill an infant if you give him the wrong foods at the wrong time, right? So who decides that? And who's guilty if he mistakes that? You let your baby eat popcorn, right? And you know they're going to choke, right? That's why you don't give babies popcorn. Toddlers, you don't give them popcorn because little peels they'll choke on it, okay? But if you did, what is the court going to do? Take you for criminal negligence, right? So you can be found guilty for not filtering your kid's food. The same way, you're going to be found guilty in our worldview and in many other worldviews if you don't filter what your kid sees every day and believes and is exposed to. We believe, and this is the truth, Allah Ta'ala is going to take you into account. He takes you to account if you don't filter in the same way that the secular court of law right here in North Brunswick, they'll take me to account if I let my kid go, walk wherever he wants, eat whatever he needs, and he ends up dying or getting hit by a car. That's criminal negligence of a parent. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at the same way. The Christians believe the same thing. The religious Jews probably believe the same thing. And every other religion believes the same thing. Okay? Same thing. Well, I don't expose his stomach to everything. I filter it. Likewise, I filter the ideas that they're going to come in their heads. Right? And for parents out there, I got a nice lockbox I bought from, I can't remember where I bought it from. And all these electronic devices, right? At night, I put them in there and I lock the lockbox. And I feel safe. Why? Because these electronic devices, on the internet, it's a bunch of strangers. And these strangers are trying to tell you what to do, what to think, and your kids what to think and what to love. So why am I letting strangers in the house? Do you lock the door? I lock the door every night. Every night I do a little lap around the house. I lock up all the doors. I lock up all the windows. And I make sure everything is safe. The cars are locked. Everything is safe, right? It's just a little routine that everyone does. Why? Because they are strangers. I don't want strangers coming in my house. I don't want them looking in the windows. I put the blinds down. There are strangers here. This hanging around the house is far worse